This is an extract from Keys to Success by Napoleon Hill. The small talk here now is on the major causes of personal failure. I'm sure you should listen very carefully because this will give you some insights into what could be currently wrong and what should actually be set right in your own life. To give you some perspective on the losses you face, here is listed some of the most common and powerful causes of failure. When you recognize any that have hampered you, it is important that you do not berate yourself, scold yourself for their presence in your life. Instead, you should resolve to do something about them and do it now. 1. The habit of drifting through life without a definite major purpose. The habit of drifting, a drifter. There are people who are drifters and then there are doers. So many people are drifters, the habit of drifting through life without any definite major purpose. Number 2, meddlesome curiosity about other people's affairs. Meddlesome curiosity about other people's affairs. And who is a meddlesome person? The word is quidnunc, 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 or a busybody, busybody. A busybody is a person who is always meddling, interfering. And what are some other names or terms for such a person? A tattletale, tattle-tale. Tattletale is one who carries tales, a rumor monger. So a busybody. And bumptious is an adjective, bumptious. Bumptious is very bossy and crude and officious. Officious, officious. Officious is another adjective describing a person who offers unwanted help. Even when you don't want his help, this person is eager to help. So he's a meddlesome character. So this is the second reason. Meddlesome curiosity about other people's affairs. Stop bothering about other people. Concentrate on yours. Number 3, inadequate education. Inadequate education. Number 4, lack of self-discipline manifested as both uncontrolled appetites and indifference to opportunity. Lack of self-discipline manifested as both uncontrolled appetites and indifference to opportunities. Number 5, lack of ambition. Lack of ambition. Number 6, ill health. Bad health, poor health that results from negative thinking and poor diet. So your diet is important. Number 7, unfavorable childhood influences. Well, these also can be resolved. Unfavorable childhood influences, they have a tremendous impact, but they should be resolved. Number 8, lack of persistence and follow through. People start with a big bang but don't follow through. Lack of persistence is another problem. No follow through. Negative mental attitude. That's the next one, the 9th one. Negative mental attitude, always pessimistic. Number 10, lack of emotional control. Very poor EQ. Emotional intelligence is very low. You should take a test on EQ. So lack of emotional control or low EQ. Number 11, the desire to get something for nothing. This is a major problem with many people. The desire to get something for nothing, something free. Number 12, failure to reach decisions promptly and firmly when all the facts needed for the decision are available. Number 12, failure to reach decisions promptly and firmly when all the facts needed for the decision are already available. So, unable to press the advantage. You see, you should press the advantage. There are many people who are unable to do this and therefore they don't take decisions in spite of all the information being already available. Number 13, one or more of the 7 basic fears. The fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, fear of old age, fear of loss of liberty, fear of death. So fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, liberty, loss of liberty, and death. So stop bothering about this. Don't become paranoid about these things. Number 14, poor selection of a spouse. Falling in love can be really disastrous. That's why they say you fall in love. You don't rise in love, do you? So all these infatuations should be kept on check, and you must understand that this poor selection of a spouse can be one of the biggest blunders of your life. Number 15, overcaution or the lack of caution. So, overcaution or utter lack of caution, both are dangerous. Number 16, poor choice of a vocation or occupation. That means not having any insight into one's own aptitudes. Aptitude testing is essential. If you get into the wrong job, wrong vocation, you should then you'll have problems. You might be financially well off, but there will be no sense of fulfillment. So fulfillment is absolutely essential. So what we need to do is to reasonably make every attempt to identify where our aptitudes lie. Only then we can call that job a calling, calling. A calling is a job for which you have passion, commitment, and you are well trained, have aptitudes, and so you won't treat that as a job any longer. You love that. That's your calling. So make sure that you are in the right job and make sure that that is your calling. Number 7, indiscriminate spending of time and money. Indiscriminate spending of time and money, prodigality with respect to time and money is another cause of personal failure. Number 18, lack of control over the tongue. Some people, are loose cannons. They keep saying anything and everything and destroy relationships. Some people have this knack of, damaging relationships at the drop of a hat. The moment they start speaking, they will offend people. So please control your tongue. Number 19, intolerance, bigotry. You must learn to respect others, unconditional positive regard. Unconditional positive regard towards every individual, every culture, every religion, every group. It's none of our business to interfere with them, as long as, of course, they don't create a headache for us. Number 20, failure to cooperate with others in a spirit of harmony. This failure to cooperate and everyone loses. This is a common problem again in many organizations, many families. Failure to cooperate. They don't understand that together they can all. There is what you call a gestalt or what you call holistic. What is that? The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Many people don't understand this. You must play the game XY game. Perhaps if you have not played, you find out about the XY game. The game is also known as win as much as you can. Cooperation is absolutely important. 21, disloyalty, treachery, perfidy, backstabbing, backbiting. All these are again major causes of personal failure. Number 22, lack of vision and imagination. No vision, no imagination, no goal. 23, egotism and vanity. Excessive, inflated sense of self-importance. Vanity, thinking too much of oneself. Pretentiousness, presumptuousness, conceit, egotism and vanity. Number 24, desire for revenge. Being vindictive. There is many people destroy their entire lives because they are extremely vindictive. Use up all their psychic and emotional energies and resources to take revenge. Give up revenge. Understand, have faith that no one escapes. The law is very simple. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Perhaps it might take a little time, but everyone has to pay for every wrongdoing that he or she has committed. So there's no need for revenge. So give up this desire for revenge. And 25, unwillingness to go the extra mile. Unwillingness to go the extra mile. Most people, they say that I am supposed to be doing this. This is my job and I'm paid for this. I will not do anything more than this. These are people who will never grow up. Always try to not just meet expectations, but beat expectations. Always do more than what they expect. Always exceed expectations. Not just meet the deadline, beat the deadline. Similarly, not just meeting expectations, but exceeding expectations should be your goal. Now, my dear friends, I suppose you have listened carefully. This is quite a big list, but there are other causes of failure also, maybe. But I'm sure these are sufficient reasons, and if you can think deeply and make sure that none of these things are actually pulling you down.